Hi everyone and welcome. It's good having you here with me today. I had a request to make baby soap. Well, it's not really a baby, it's a toddler. And I've made this before, and this is pretty specific. I'm making this with 100% tallow. This is beef tallow, not bison tallow. 100% tallow as far as the oils go, and I'm only using oat milk in it, not goat milk. This is all at special request, but I was only going to make 10 bars of it for this person and decided to just make a full. I just can't help myself. When I start making soap, it's hard for me to make a little bit, so I make a lot. And the little duckies, I always have fun making those. They're just a lot of fun. It's such a simple little thing. I mean, I'm not making them. I'm pouring them in my little ducky mold, but I have to unmold them, so that takes some effort. These are colored with just yellow clay and turmeric. And I will say that I love making things for kids. And this soap is no exception. I wanted it to be gentle, of course, and the ingredients in it are very easily accepted by small children. The tallow is more similar to our own bodies than seed oils like coconut or palm or even olive oil, any of those things. Animal tallow is really similar in nature to our own system, our own skin. And so it's just a really nice gentle cleansing for a baby. Less bubbly perhaps, though I did put some sugar in here to add some bubble and some salt for hardness. But it's pretty basic in that regard. And I have fragranced it with something because this person wanted me to use something that a child would like. And I went through the essential oils, we talked about it, and couldn't quite find one that she really was happy with. And so she wanted me to use a fragrance oil, which I generally don't use. So I did some research though, and what I found was something I use right here on the farm. There is a product that we use on our, when I say our, I mean all of us here in the farm country use this type of thing, but it's basically a product that you put on little chicks to keep them from pecking other chicks. It is a bird deterrent, so they don't want to peck. This is very common with crowded little chicken brooders and things like that, for them to peck one another. But it smells like grape soda. And here's what's wonderful about it. It is an acid that is taken out of Concord grapes. There are some synthetic ones out there, but this is taken from Concord grapes. So no, it's not an essential oil. It is an extract. And I will put the name of it on the screen. It's methylanthrilate. Anthrinolate. Yeah, I always have trouble with that one, but I will put it on the screen. But it smells like it's only one acid, okay? This isn't a bunch of chemicals. It's a single acid that's taken from Concord grapes. And so to me, it's actually safer than essential oils. It is non-toxic. You can eat it. It's in grape candy. It's in grape Kool-Aid. It's used in a lot of things that have artificial grape flavoring. And that's something I never knew. It never occurred to me. And I thought, what a fun idea that would be to fragrance this soap with something. And she loved the idea, so I actually sent her a sample first of it, just on a card, so she could smell it and give me her feedback. And she was very pleased with it. And now I don't know how it will survive in soap. This is my first time trying it. It may survive saponification, it may not. It may completely disappear in the soap cure, so I don't know that and won't know that until it's all done. And I have high hopes from what I've read on it that it will hopefully do the trick, but it may not. So fingers crossed that it will. And I take such joy in making these sort of things for people, for you, and I'm learning more and more what a pleasure I get from doing for others, which I always have throughout my life, and it seems that that has been my lot in life, and it's a lot and it's my life, and I've enjoyed it. I really have. And still today, I make things all the time for other people. That's all I make. Oh, well, that's not true. On occasion, I'll do something for me specifically, but I generally share it with others too. But that's not a bad thing. It is a good thing, and it makes me feel fantastic. And for every soaper out there, you must feel exactly the same way. Or whatever crafts you make. Maybe you sew, like my friend Jen over at Wild Dandelion. Or maybe you are a candle maker, right? Or maybe you make music. Maybe you're a singer. Maybe you play an instrument. And you share that with others. And isn't that the joy of it? If it were just us in a dark room, it wouldn't be the same kind of joy. I often wondered what it must like to be a singer who has stood on a stage and had great audiences. And then if they go to jail and they're in solitary, this is just one of these weird thoughts that come to my mind. There's no one to sing to. Do they sing to themselves? I kind of think they might. You know, my mother sang to me when I was a child to soothe me. Generally after something bad had happened. My father had been bad. And even as an adult, I sing to myself. I catch myself sometimes mid-song. I don't even know that I'm doing it. And it's kind of like what some would refer to as self-soothing, right? And that is something that I've learned is anything that we do in life, it is better to do it for or with someone else. And yes, there's nothing wrong with being alone. I'm alone most of my life. But when I get to share like this with you, that's what I truly take joy in. So there's not a lot to talk about in this soap, except for the indigo faded more than I thought it would. I should have used more in this amount of soap. That was just a calculation. I wanted it to be much bluer. Instead, it came out sort of this light, powdery gray blue. And that's not really what I wanted. And that is why I put some colored sugar on top. That's all that is just food coloring, food-safe food coloring in sugar. And I just thought it would add a little something extra to the top. And I don't know how you feel about them. I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoyed making them. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment if you would. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. Give me a thumbs up. That really does help the channel. I appreciate you coming today, and I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.